welcome to my channel. Here we talk about money, banks, investments and how the economy works in simple words. If you want to save and invest or just understand finance better, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and let's start. In Russia, believe that the high inflation in Russia from 2020 to 2024 was caused by the rapid increase in the money supply. According to the studies published in the journal, the main reason for inflation was the growing amount of money circulating in the economy. Economists argue that the biggest factor behind this growth was government spending from the National Wealth Fund, which accounted for 58% of the increase in the money supply. However, this money was absorbed in the economy with a one-year delay. Another major contributor was the central bank's lending to commercial banks, which made up 36% of the increase. The remaining 6% came from the other financial operations, including budget spending, Central Bank of Russia interventions in the currency market, and gold purchases. The study also found that in the last 2 years, the money supply in Russia grew by more than 15% annually compared to less than 11% per year between 2019 and 2021. And in Russia believe that about half of this growth resulted from the government using national funds without selling foreign currency to offset the increase. The central bank played a key role in managing the currency market. In 2018, the paused foreign currency purchased in April and August and from December onwards to reduce exchange rate fluctuations and financial risk. In January 2022, the central bank once again stopped buying foreign currency, and by late February, it lost the ability to conduct transactions with currency from unfriendly countries due to sanctions. In March 2022, the budget rule which controlled government spending was suspended until the end of the year. These operations resumed in January 2023. In summary, inflation in recent years was largely driven by the expansion of the money supply, which resulted from increased government spending and the central bank lending to commercial banks. While the Central Bank of Russia attempted to manage currency fluctuations and by adjusting its foreign exchange policies, sanctions significantly limited its ability to act. So, in the last 3 months of 2024, Russia's export dropped by 7% compared to the previous years, according to analysis from Central Bank of Russia. The main reasons were lower oil and commodity prices, international sanctions, and logistical difficulties. The total value of Russian exports in the 4 quarters of 2024 fell to $99 billion, while import increased by 5%. As a result, the current account surplus, the difference between export and imports, shrank to $5 billion, down from $8 billion in the previous quarter and $11 billion in the same period in 2023. For the whole of 2024, Russia's currency account surplus increased by to $54 billion, slightly higher than in 2023. However, total exports for the year fell by 2%, reaching $4,000 billion. And why did export decline? Experts from the central bank identified several key reasons. Falling oil prices. Oil prices dropped due to concerns about global demand. According to the World Bank, Brent crude oil fell 11% compared to previous year and averaged 75% per barrel in late 2024. India, one of Russia's major buyers, paid an average of 70% and dollars barrel for Russian oil in October-November 2024, compared to $86 in the same period of 2023. The second reason, OPEC's production limit. The OPEC Plus agreement restricted Russia's oil production, reducing export volumes. In December 2024, OPEC Plus extended as a 2 million barrel per day production cut until March 2025. While this helped keep oil prices stable, it also limited Russia's export potential. Third reason, lower prices for the commodities. Global prices for grain, fertilizers, iron ore, and nickel also declined. The World Bank reported that in late 2024, grain prices fell by 11%, fertilizer price dropped by 17%, iron ore prices decreased 21%, nickel prices went down 7%. Sanctions and trade restrictions is the fourth reason. New sanctions from United States and Europe made it harder for Russian companies to trade. In November 2024, the United States sanctioned Russian financial institutions, including Gazprom Bank, which processed payments for gas exports. In December, the European Union introduced its fifth round of sanctions, adding 50 Russian ships to the list, including vessels used for grain export. Additionally, United States and UK sanctions imposed in early 2024 continued to limit Russian metal export. Turkey paused wheat import in June 2024, but later allowed some trade, setting a 25 import quota. High Europe import taxes on Russian goods also hurt imports. And what about imports? While exports dropped, imports increased by 5% in the last quarter of 2024. The main reason was higher domestic demand. However, import trends were unstable. In October, imports rose by 18%. In December, they fell by 7% due to sanctions and logistical issues. For the whole year, total imports fell by 3% to $294 billion. This was caused by weaker Russian ruble. The average exchange rate was 92 rubles per dollar in 2024, rising to 99 rubles per dollar in fourth quarter. Logistical difficulties affecting trade routes increased domestic production, replacing some imported goods. According to official statistics, Russia produced more pork, vegetables, fruits, and dairy products in 2024. To support domestic industries, the Russian government raised import taxes on certain products. For example, import duties on spirits increased to 20%, import duties on wine from unfriendly countries rose to 25%, and that's conclusion. In late 2024, Russia's export fell due to lower oil prices, OPEC production limits, and international sanctions. While imports rose because of higher domestic demand, the trade surplus shrank significantly, and Russia relied more than on domestic production to replace imported goods. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in comments. Don't forget to subscribe.